Hello, my beautiful friends. I am Renee. I am your Wanderlust Oracle, and I am here to bring you messages you don't know you need. I am being called to come down to the river and press record. I am trusting that Source wants to come through or that I have something to say. I have no idea. But it has been extremely evident that Source wants to make sure that I am not going to let the excuses and the distractions get in the way anymore. So I have been feeling this call to come down here and just push record or just do something regarding this YouTube channel every day. And sometimes I don't because life's, and I know, they're telling me, that's what they're saying. I know that part of this channel, this me giving you messages, this thing I love to do, is sharing my story with you. Not about what I think of the cards or what I think about what's channeling through, blah, blah, blah. Although some of that comes through with this. But it's nowhere near guided by anything. It's not guided by a question. It's not guided by anything, really. It's guided by a notion that I need to come press record. And then they're going to come through and they're going to say something. Or they're going to do something. I don't know. Keep watching. They may do something. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. And look where I'm at. Look at this. This is like the most beautiful thing in the world right now. I love this. And it's March 20th. It's the spring equinox. Tomorrow. Right? Today? It's March. It's the middle of March and we look like this. Super green. I just had to hurry up and go and grab plants to plant because I'm missing my window. In 5 seconds, it's going to be 106 degrees out here. And I'm not going to know what to do. So I had to go do all that this morning and do all that today. And, I get to go do all that. I have the resources to do that. I have the desire. It brings me joy. Look at this smile on my face. Have I been able to get rid of this smile? No. I am choosing me every time I move. Every time I move right now, I am choosing me. And it is because I do not believe that we are here for what they say we're here for. And they say we're here for, to work our asses off until we die. And then maybe you can have a vacation. I don't think we're here for that. I think I have spent 49 years I have spent under certain programming. And during the last 9 years, 10 years really, but during the last 10 years, I have reprogrammed myself or remembered Actually, that's more like it. Remembered my own programming, because we each programmed ourselves to be here at this time doing exactly what we're doing right now. And if you really take a look and you're really honest with yourself, you can see over the course of the last years, how you have woken up, how you have changed, how you have knowledge and wisdom and all these things that, why would you have all these things? Well, because you're chosen. You're a chosen one. You're supposed to know. You're supposed to remember that you have all these things. All human beings have these things, but only a specific amount chose to wake up at this time and to lead the way. And then another wave will come, and then another wave. And as that wave dies off, because humans die, as that wave dies off, another wave comes on, and another. See how this works? But we are the first ones into the 5D. We are the first ones into this realm where we create things that don't exist. And we do things in ways that we want to, not in ways that we have to. Because we are creating our own paradigms, and we are creating things that don't exist yet. So yeah, they might have worked that way in the past, and we might have wanted those to work that way in the past, but guess what? We want it to work this way now, and this is how we're going to do it, and it's going to work. Because we are us, and we are very, very powerful, and that's how it works here in the 5D. That's just how it works. We lead with love. We lead with light. We lead with joy and curiosity, and each person is on their own path, so no one path is saturated. So if you think like, okay, so they're giving me my example, of course, because I'm here to share more of my story with you. I'm hot, so I'm like sweating to death. If I'm glistening, I'm glistening. But more and more of my story with you, right? So I'm sharing that. And, you know, a year ago, I decided that because I am a verbal channel, very much so, people come and ask me and talk to me and ask me questions and, you know, want more and more of my knowledge and my frequency and my everything. And I am now coming to understand all that at this point. And because I am a verbal channel, I thought, YouTube. I'm not a very big, huge social media person. Just am not. Instagram, yeah, and I would scroll all day long, and I found a couple people that I liked, and then I switched over, and I just got this idea one day. And switched over to YouTube, and here you go. And I 100% know that there are more people out there that are verbal channels that are doing exactly what I'm doing. I also know that some of those people are doing it in such a way that is not like me. I am the only one here that can bring this message through the way I can for you. And you either resonate or you don't. And it's just like anybody else. And my chances are just as good as anybody else's. And I am just as worthy as anybody else. And I think that's just what we need right now. We just need to be ourselves and just know that why not? Why not? Why not? So I don't know where I was going with that. Do you hear the doves? They're like ring-necked doves. They got a little ring around their neck. They're really pretty. You guys, I'm just saying that, you know, we have to deal with a lot as human beings. And there are a lot of I don't know, just things. There are just a lot of things that can get in the way of you doing what you want to do, and there's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be a reason why, but guess what? If you make it a priority, just like, you know, all these cliches came from somewhere. All these cliches came from somewhere, okay? But if you make it a priority, you guys, it just becomes easier and easier, and it becomes a priority. And what I'm talking about is you. Make yourself a priority. I am done making everybody else a priority over myself. I'm done. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are my 9-year-old son. I need to make myself a priority because I am the only one he has. If I am not doing well, he is 100% not getting watered, not getting fed. He will wither and die if I am not good. So I am 100% from now on doing it for me. And yeah, it's going to be stuff that I don't necessarily like. You know, I don't love doing dishes. I don't love doing laundry. I don't love cleaning. But you know what I do like? I do like clean clothes. I do like dishes to eat off of, clean ones. I do like that I can take my shoes off and stuff doesn't stick to my feet. I like that. Choose you, and you get to do these things because you are abundant. You are abundant. You have everything you need around you at all times. At all times. And it gets to be so easy. It gets to be easy just to choose you, and just that next choice is just, it just rolls. It just rolls and it flows. And you don't know how it's flowing, but it is. And that next choice that you choose, and you go, okay, you're testing me, right? You're testing me. Okay, I'm going to choose this one right here because this one's more for me. And then all of a sudden it just flows. It just flows. It just flows. And all of a sudden you have everything you need and then some. And now you're more abundant in ways that you never thought you would be abundant. You just are. And it just flows. It's so crazy. It's 100% crazy to me. How easy, yet how hard we make it. Because we do. We have made it so hard because everything in our lives is some sort of control. You know? And you put that meaning onto it. Like, you know, who says we have to eat breakfast in the morning? I mean, I get AM and PM, but who says we have to do certain things by a certain time? Or that we have to do those things at all? If we are hungry, why don't we eat? Why do we have a schedule to eat? If you are tired, why don't you sleep? I bet, I can almost guarantee that if you got it out of your head that you had to sleep 8 hours or you were no good the next day, or whatever it may be, and you slept when you were tired, I guarantee you would sleep less. You would be more productive. You would have more energy. And who knows, maybe eventually it would be a schedule. But guess what? It would be yours. Nobody else's. So you eat breakfast at 2:33 in the afternoon every day because that's what works for you. Good on you. Absolutely. Enjoy them pancakes. I don't know where all that came from, but seriously, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I'm getting into the, like, I'm sitting here thinking, wow, I'm actually getting down to the nitty gritty where I'm thinking about like these kinds of control things. Like, who says I can't take a nap at 6 o'clock in the evening? Who says I can't wake up at 3 in the morning for a couple of hours and do some yard work and then go back to bed for a couple of hours before I get up and do more yard work? Who says I can't do any of these things? Who says you can't do any of these things? I mean, anything you want. Who says? I'm thinking we should all just start doing what we want. If you have to where you can work it around different things, you know, do what you want. Nobody says you can't, except for you. And whoever made that stupid paradigm in the first place. And the people in society who follow it and are like, yes, this is what we do, and you can't do anything else. Otherwise, you're gonna what? Nothing. You're gonna be more energetic. You're gonna be happier. You're gonna be, I don't know, more productive. You're gonna be doing things for you that you wouldn't likely do because you weren't getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning before. I'm just saying. Doesn't that make sense? These are the things that we are supposed to be thinking about in the 5D. These are the things we're supposed to be doing. And, you know, I mean, not, you know, 3 in the morning and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, we are supposed to be doing the things that we want to do in the time that we want to do it in. Why is there somebody there, you know, like, oh yeah, like I said, you know, I wanted to do the YouTube channel. Why couldn't I? Yeah, there's competition. Yeah, there's other people doing it, but only me. Only me, only I, only I can bring it through the way that I bring it through. And only I will resonate with whoever you are that I'm resonating with. You know, maybe there's another person saying the exact same thing somewhere else, but you're not resonating with them because they're presenting it differently or in different words or, you know, a different language. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're all saying the same thing though. And you know. But I am here to share with you the fact that now you know that I know that you should know about this already. And that's hilarious. They just said that's the title of this is I know, you know, I should know. Oh, no, the other way around. It'll be in the title. But seriously, you guys, do what you want. Make it your own. You already know what you have to do in this life to survive. To survive. Everything else, make it joyous. Make it happy. Make it the way you want. And that survival stuff is just going to work itself out. You're going to sleep as much as you're going to sleep. You're going to eat as much as you're going to eat. You know, eat when you're hungry. Sleep when you're tired. Eat more natural than you do processed. It's not that hard. It's not. We overcomplicate everything because we have been programmed to do just that. It's not that hard. And once we just start choosing us and doing the things that we want to do, gold, baby. They're saying that's good. That's good. I love you so much. I hope this helps somebody. I hope somebody gets what they need from this. I'm up on subscribers. I'm super stoked. Like every day I'm getting like 1 or 2 or whatever. And I know my day's coming with the hundreds and thousands. I know it is. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me co-create this. I don't know who you are, but I love you. And I love you. I want you to have the most magical day in the world. You're not alone. Gen X, single mom, having to do all the human stuff and the divine stuff. But it is the best. And we can't let the excuses get in the way. Or the distractions. I love you. Have the bestest night ever.